Welcome everybody, Red Arrow 23 here. Time for another Angry G Vibe highlight episode. This is episode 10. Get pumped! Let's boom some beaches! Alright guys, so I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last highlights for the year. Tomorrow I'm on my way overseas to visit some family for the holidays, and I'm just not going to be around my home setup, which is so good with the webcam and the microphone. So I will still be doing War Factory as soon as I can, because I'll still be getting it at the same time. But any videos that I do will be all from my phone, so the camera on my phone, the microphone. So I want to avoid making in-depth videos. Also, when I'm on holiday, I don't want to be making videos when I'm spending time with my family overseas that I only get to see every now and again. I mean, a few years here and there. So yeah, I'm going to be taking a break, but you'll definitely see some form of videos. If there are some crazy attacks that I see, I will be recording them, and then I'll somehow introduce them into a video later down track. So yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you're up to for the Christmas holidays, and let's get into some hits. So we've got some pretty good hits from hardcore today, I believe. So let's jump over. We're just going to be focusing on this massive attack. And we've got Honey Badger. He's persistent, doesn't care about his own safety, he just gets it done. Alright, so let's have a look. Let's have a quick look over at hardcore. Lots of rockets, lots of shield generators. It's all good fun. So let's check out what Honey Badger's got to do. Place some mines around the barbed wire. Looks like someone's prepping to shred up some Zookas through some barbed wire. Alright, so we got the first rocket launcher over here. Looks like he's tagged that one. Oh, look at that. No shocks. Just gets most of the damage from the delay in the rocket launchers, and then farts the rest of it. And then we got a flag landing. Not perfectly tight, but that's okay. It's obviously looking after his GBE because he knows he's going to need it all. There we go, Honey Badger 1 medkit through the barbed wire on massive attack. And there we go, 2 shocks. Clears out these rocket launchers, I like it. And goes for 1 more rocket launcher, why not? And then uses all the rest of his GBE taking out that rocket launcher, which is going to save someone some. And then clears the mines for the next attack. Great hit from the Honey Badger himself. Okay, Chron Howard. So we're just going to be stepping through the hardcore attacks because we had a great run on hardcore in this op. So let's have a look. Got Chron with the classy flare landing. Doing some tags whilst his Zookas are turning. That's pretty brave. I don't know, maybe you should have done that before you landed. Maybe you're going to be tight for time. I'm not sure. So there we go, another medkit. Back side of his Zookas are still in the barbed wire when he was going through, but that's okay. Right rocket launchers picked him off a bit, which is gonna hurt, but that's okay. Re-smokes to get across to the other rocket launchers, I like it. And then what are we gonna do? Probably take out some more rocket launchers, let's have a look. Oh, beautiful shock, I like it. Shock blaster gets him a bit. Fire rocket launchers down. We obviously want to get these rocket launchers down, and then the next attack's going to be a ton easier. Last rocket launcher, can he get it? Can he get it? 1 Zooka. A little bit of barrage. Boom, and it's down. And then he threw some up here on the middle of the rocket launcher. Not on the corners, but that's okay. Got it down. Got it down to like half health. So let's check out this real cool dude who's coming in next, Red Arrow 23. I really want to stop showing my hits in the highlight videos. Just feels so weird. feel dirty just showing all my own hits. Like I'm proud of them too much. That's alright. Let's take out the shock blaster. Did we touch that rocket launcher up top? Oh yeah, so we took out that rocket launcher and the shock blaster just with GBE, and then we've collected a ton of cells on the left, and then we're just going to be using shocks, clearing defenses. We're aiming towards a 7 o'clock finish, uncontested, so I've got to take out a bunch of defenses to do that. So you see how I flared that middle rocket launcher, middle flame? The reason I wanted to do that was make sure I was in range of the other flame whilst that shock's going. Because if I flared the front one, the Zookas would have taken them out and then had to move forwards to the next flame. So sometimes I like to flare ahead, and then the other flame's going to be in range, and it's a defense, so the Zookas are going to hit that before they hit fuel cells and get all tangled up. Got to try and manage their attacking time. So I actually wasn't watching the clock like I should have been. You can see I'm starting to run low on time. This attack actually timed out, which hasn't happened for me in a while. Again, flaring onto the mortar so that the flame will be in range once that goes down. There we go, and I know that boom cannon is not going to be a problem, so we flare down. And right now I was calculating all my GBE for critter and shocking the hot pot, but elected against it, and then I saw that the time was running out, so I flared onto a shield just to try and take it down. So there we go, and it looks like reasonably easy finish from here, but there was just a ton of health on this thing. So CMD does a good job. Let's have a look. Flare landing. Wants to take out this grappler because he obviously doesn't want to lose a Zooka every 3 seconds or whatever it is for level 3 grapplers. Medkit to get through. And then nice work with the critter and shocks on the hot pots and quick flares. Got to get them down. You obviously can't flare. If you flare onto a hot pot whilst it's still underground, then the Zookas will just walk onto it as it's a piece of ground. So you need to be really careful of that because the hot pot's going to jump up and then your Zookas are just going to get roasted. So the grapplers are going to be able to get a few of your Zookas because they stack up a little bit too much. One will get through further forward and they'll get picked off. So if you can afford to shock them, maybe shock them. The grapplers are just going to, if you throw critters, they're just going to get roasted by rocket launchers or these hot pots. So I have seen people throw critters up to the top here, which will work, but the rocket launchers again are still smashing them, so it's not distracting the grapplers enough. Alright, last hit, let's jump in. What do we got? Oh, we got milk. So this was just a free snipe. We're not gonna waste that time with this. Let's move on to the next hit. So we've got next op. So that one we ended with 1,435 force points, which is more than deep cut by 25. So that's going to help us move up the leaderboards. And then we dropped to deep cut for today. So this is the current op that's going on at the moment. I heard DoggChild had a sick hit on Callisto, and I haven't actually watched this one yet. I'm just trusting everybody's judgment. So pretty standard looking one as far as I see. So we're probably going to go for a mortar wrap, and that's usually what we go for, where we'll wrap around one of these mortars by flaring onto the flame, but we'll probably see it soon. So it's using the GBE from the fuel cells on the right hand side, and these flared really low, which is critical when coming across here because you don't want to get in range of this rocket launcher, so you can smoke a little bit later. And there we go, got the first flare right into that gap. If you get that first flare right into the gap between the flame and the mortar, all your Zooks will work in a nice straight line, won't hit these mines or these mines, which will ruin your day. And then we've got the flare onto the flame. They're all under one smoke, which will happen with that mortar wrap. Flares the core, critter, shock, 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 and shock, and then boom. and it's going down for real. There we go, throws a medkit on his troops just in case. I find that medkits are pretty much no use at all in massive attack. Because look, as soon as one of these mortars drops, they're dying. As soon as a rocket launcher hits them, they're dying. There's no chance to heal up in between them. But that's okay, if that's all you had GBE for, you may as well throw it, why not? It's a great hit from DoggChild. And let's head over to Doof. Apparently he had a good hit on Hard Core. And this is going to be the last hit before I take a bit of a break from the highlights. So let's have a look. Tags up some rocket launchers. 4 boats, I like it. I like it a lot. Quite a few. There's 3 rocket launchers at the back left. That looks a little bit different than usual. Oh, look at that. No shocks again, and he nearly gets it. Uses some BAT to get rid of that last rocket launcher. I like it. 4 boats with no shocks to get those ones. I really like it. 2 rocket launchers. Sick. It's looking very similar to the first deck on the last. Hardcore. Looks like a staple. Awesome. So flares onto the Doom Cannon to get that down ASAP. Don't want to get that splash damage going. And gets the 2 shocks up top. And there we go. Fire out this top rocket launcher and it's going to be good for the next attacker. And critters, because obviously that's all we got GBE for. So I like it, that's good. So comment down below which attack was your favorite or the funniest. Make sure you give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and subscribe for more Boom Boom!